This episode is brought to you by Walmart. New beauty is in bloom at Walmart, and it's all about springtime radiance. From Drybar, Tula Skincare, and hundreds more available online, Walmart has the premium brands you want and this season's on-trend products for flawless, glossy hair and hydrated skin. Big name beauty brands? Check. The things you love? Check. Find trending spring beauty and all you need to look and feel gorgeous at Walmart, on app and online.
Welcome back to It's Just Coffee, and welcome back to our World of Coffee Dubai special. You've already heard some of the amazing conversations we've had, like our chat with Wilfred Lemastis Jr., the farmer behind the world's most expensive coffee. And we chatted with the World Barista Champion, Mikhail Jasin, but we're just getting started. For the next 2 weeks, we're doubling down, double the caffeine, double the podcast. We're dropping 4 new episodes each week, Tuesday to Friday. More deep dives, more behind-the-scenes moments, and more of the world's best coffee minds, all straight from Dubai. So grab a coffee, settle in, and get ready for another episode of It's Just Coffee. Enjoy the show.
Okay, well, welcome back to the It's Just Coffee podcast, everyone. I'm joined by a special guest today, Majed Altamimi. Did I get the pronunciation correct?
Yeah, that's
excellent,
correct.
Excellent. Welcome to the podcast, and thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me, Kirk. I'm very honored by you having me in your podcast. Lovely to be here.
Mate, it's been so good. First question. We're at the World of Coffee Dubai. The organisation that you work with has had a role in getting us here. Thank you again. It's a big opportunity for us, but I think a big opportunity to showcase a bit about this country and this region to the rest of the world. We've got a large Western audience, and so it's been extremely awesome, honestly. It's been so welcoming, and it's been an eye-opening experience for me coming to the United Arab Emirates. What do you think is... What's the goal of having the World of Coffee in Dubai? And what's the goal of having the World of Coffee in Dubai?
See, first of all, thank you for coming as well and taking this offer, for joining us here in Dubai. You're coming from a very long distance. And the goal for World of Coffee in Dubai is to make it a coffee hub business. So as you know, in Dubai, we are at 10 million people. The population in Dubai is only 10 million. Mm-hmm. But what's good about Dubai, it's in the middle of the GCC, as you know. So we have a lot of visitors from Saudi, a lot of visitors from, let's say, India and Turkey, and so on. So the goal of Dubai is to have as many countries and cities as possible. So we were thinking to have many people from around many places come here and start their businesses, start to sell their merchandise, their coffee, and they import their green beans. So this is where we are thinking of Dubai. We wanted to have it a space for everyone to come and to experience.
Yeah, well, I think we've made a lot of connections, like us as a podcast, while we've been here. But I think the thing that's probably struck me most about Dubai, relating to coffee, is how the coffee scene's really flourishing here, and it kind of feels like it's excelling. And within the global context of coffee prices going up by a lot, I think I had a discussion with some guys from Canada yesterday, and the same sort of experience is happening in Australia, where there's a lot of pessimism in the industry because, you know, there's a lot of challenges coming ahead. But it seems here it's just growing. And one thing I would put that down to is leadership. So, you know, from the top, you guys are not only investing money, which anyone can do. Anyone can invest money.
True.
But kind of investing, I guess, the mentality and wanting to grow the scene here, not just in the UAE, but the region. And it seems to be paying off. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I do actually agree with this. So what makes us like a unique selling point is, as you said, is like the thought of the business, the thought of like why we need to do it, like why, like we are not a coffee growers here in the Dubai. So why we are interested into be this, like the reason for that, as I said earlier, we wanted to be a coffee hub. Yeah. So how we can achieve that? So the way how we can achieve it is to sit with the buyers and to sit with the sellers and to see what they're looking for. For example, now the buyer, he want easy transaction, let's say, of money. So for example, if he go to some countries like grower countries, he faces so many difficulty. He go to the farm, for example, he wanted to make a deal, but it's very hard because of the exchange of the currency. Like he cannot change it from one currency to another, and he have kind of trust issue because he buys something, they send him something else, the stock is different, then he have a problem with the port. So he had many problems. The buyers, they do have many problems. That's why, like that's how in Dubai we thought of it. Why, like why we don't make it easy for them? How we can make it easy? Okay, let's build the warehouses. Let's make it easy from logistic. Let's have and actually we have a very big port. I don't know if you heard of it. So it's Amina Rashid port. It's one of the biggest in the region. So because of having that, that makes the trade of the coffee easy.
Yes.
So that's why we tell the farmers, come showcase your coffee where? In Dubai. Bring your beans in Dubai where you can sell it to everywhere in the world.
Yeah.
So this is where we come from in Dubai. We came from how to make things easy for the buyers, how to make things easy for the sellers, how we can make them both comfortable dealing with each other. So this is in terms of the, let's say, the farmers and the growers. When you come to the machinery, also we don't have the like big factories and stuff. We're trying, like some companies are trying to have a factory line and factory thing, but it's still not there yet. But we do have the support for them. We do have the logistic for them. We do have the license for them, the free zone for them, where they can have it in an easy way. We do have the offices because everyone is looking for I've
got to say, I look at everywhere I look when I'm driving anywhere in Dubai right now.
Yeah.
It seems like you're just building everything.
Yeah.
There's so much construction going on.
Yeah.
You're kind of a new city in a way as well. Like a lot of this is new. And even when I went to Sharjah the other day as well, so many things are recently constructed. Why are you building so much?
To be honest, the demand is very high.
Okay.
So we do have like in a monthly basis or weekly basis, or I don't know what is the statistics specifically, but we do have a very high demand. Like many people wanted to rent in Dubai, but still we don't have that many places. So even me, I shifted from, let's say, Abu Dhabi to Dubai recently. It was a struggle to find an apartment because it's like sold out.
Really?
It's a waiting list.
Well, it's happening in Australia as well. They can't build houses quick enough.
Yeah, that's true. So this is the same thing now. It's happening in Dubai. Why? Because everyone is moving, and everyone is trying to settle in Dubai. So let's take Dubai back. Let's say 50 years ago, when we have, for example, someone coming from outside, from abroad, he'll say, okay, I will come 2 years. I will develop this project, then I will leave. But now what is happening when someone come from outside, he come with his wife, with his family, and he grow a family. He want to settle down. So that's the change we are seeing, and that's the.
So are you kind of encouraging as a nation immigration? Like you want?
We do. Yes, we do.
And because it's kind of the opposite in Australia right now. The mood's kind of different.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of Australians blame, and this is probably around the world, to be honest. Like a lot of people blame governments for everything getting more expensive and house prices being so expensive.
Yeah.
But I think what's unique about Dubai is that you've got like a low tax sort of jurisdiction, which attracts obviously a lot of people and a lot of investment, and that's probably also encouraging people to want to move here. Would you agree with that? That's
I would definitely agree with this. Like first, like Dubai, let's say, like we as a local, like as an Emirati, we are 10% of Dubai, by the way. So the 90% they are like people from outside, and we are okay with that. We're like, you see in Dubai, like
so 10%, I guess, native population and 90% expats and people from overseas.
True, yeah.
Wow.
You know how many religions we have here?
Religions?
Yeah, so many. I don't know even.
So it's a pluralistic country.
Yeah, so we welcome everyone. In Dubai, we do respect what? We do respect, so like we do appreciate the people who respect the law. We do appreciate this kind of people. We do appreciate the people who follow the rules. Yeah, because the rules made to keep everyone safe.
Yeah,
the rules made to keep you safe, to keep me safe, to keep everyone safe. Like in Dubai, let's say, like I can keep my car outside without even looking at. I wouldn't be afraid. You know why? Because I know the street is like, it has a CCTV, and all the cars are here, are registered. Everyone comes in the UAE. He have to have an MSID and stuff. That makes me comfortable, and that makes people as well comfortable. That's why they say like, yeah, like Dubai is a safe place to live. Like I wouldn't need to worry about my car being stolen or that being stolen, because
Well, a lot of people watching this, it's the internet. We'll get comments on the post, YouTube when
I know, I
that'll
agree.
that'll say negative things about that. Say,
I agree.
that's over security and
Yeah.
and whatnot, and they might be critical of the political system you've got. My experience has been very, I think you're correct. I've not felt unsafe at all since I've been here.
Yeah.
So what would you say to anyone that kind of disagrees with you? And
See, think about it from this way. We as a human, before we used to kill each other for nothing.
yeah,
Yeah, we used to kill each other for land or for a farm or you name it. We used to kill that. But what make us, like you from Australia, me in Dubai, sit in a table without like having a fight? The rules. The rules make us like more educated. The rules make us more like respect our boundaries. Now I know my boundaries with you. I know like I cannot, in Dubai, let's say, I know that I cannot say to you bad words. Why? Because I know like there is a rules. If you go like, if I say to you something bad or offensive, I know like you can talk to the authority. They will come. They will stop me. They will let me apologize to you. Why is that? Because they care about you, and the rules made to make people educate about themselves.
I guess it's interesting coming from a predominantly Islamic country, and
Yeah.
like, let's be frank, like a lot of people have a negative view towards like Islam as a religion, which I guess
Yeah.
my one of the biggest takeaways from this trip is like,
Yeah.
I don't think anyone really has anything to be afraid of in that regard. This has been like one of the most welcoming, beautiful countries I've been to,
Yeah.
and like, it's just another part of the world, kind of like you're saying. It's like everyone's got mutual respect, and you've got a 90% expat sort of population as well. So I mean, it's been quite wonderful, and I think that discourse is changing over time.
Yeah.
I really do. But
Yeah. Before, the view of the Muslim was very like placed in a wrong way.
Yeah.
So what is Islam? Islam is like basically the way how we deal with each other as a human. That's the only thing that Islam does. You know what it tell you? Tell you how to be a better human. Islam is never about anything. It's about how to make you a better human. Think about all the rules that is in Islam. It's just to make you it's a better human. And the main thing is Islam is, you know what? Is to respect each other. The Prophet Muhammad, when he was like, what he say, I came to make people like nice to each other. As simple as that. So, and in Islam we say that we always respect the other person. Doesn't matter who he is or who worship. And Quran we say lakum deenukum waliya deen, which is like, you have your religion, I have mine, and we can't do business together, we can't work together, be friends, eat together, and go around. Yeah, we don't need we don't have anything because you are not Muslim. Like I have to have some feeling to you. You know.
no, I mean, it's largely welcoming and pluralistic society. So if people can practice their own thing here, then that's fine.
And even in Abu Dhabi we have a mosque.
Yeah.
And a church.
Yep.
And sorry, I don't know. It's a Contagon. They call it like another temple. It's like
synagogue or
synagogue and another one. It's all in one place.
Yeah.
So what that tell you about, for example, UAE or Abu Dhabi? It's like we are all in the same We are in the end we are all human. So we don't there is no difference between me as a Muslim or them as a Christian. So I think. So now I'm sure
but
now
it's very encouraging for people of this podcast to listen to, and we'll get back onto the coffee stuff in a second. But I think we influence our audience and our community, and that's something I thought it's important to bring up. And
to be honest, it is good to talk about this because some people they do have a thought about it. Yeah. So let's say like someone wanted to have a business in the region. He wanted to know what is the situation. Yes,
gives you more confidence.
Yeah, I hear about Islam. I hear about let's say the buildings. I hear about this. I hear about that. This kind of like thoughts about like some politics or some kind of stuff, make them worried to come here or to visit World of Coffee or to visit the region, because they think, it might be dangerous, it might be like not safe, it might be too expensive or that. I think our conversation might encourage them, to have a different thought of the
But this is a rapidly modernizing region as well, because it's not just you. It's like, you think of Saudis with Vision 2030 and the things that they're doing. The whole, it's like a big change in perception, and I think it's good. And I'd encourage more people to travel here.
Yeah.
I need to ask you some more coffee questions,
Of
though.
course.
I've been so impressed with the coffee culture here, because you're kind of able to achieve what we're not able to achieve in Australia. I can't speak for other countries, but like getting people to pay a higher price for coffee.
Yeah.
I think the average price for a coffee I've had here is probably like $9 or $10 Australian, which is just such a struggle to get people to pay for in Australia, because we have a big latte culture, and I don't think people value it as highly as it probably should be.
Yeah.
Why do you think you have this enormous coffee drinking culture, and what do you think defines it?
Okay, I think in Dubai you have a wide range. You have from the one, let's say 50-cent coffee till the $10 coffee, and even some places they sell it for way more, by the way. Maybe $20,
I've paid
$30.
some expensive coffees here,
You know that, yeah? So this is, in Dubai, we have this kind of culture where you can buy a coffee for a 50 cent or like $10. It's up to you, what you prefer. If you prefer a nice coffee, if you prefer a manual brewed coffee with a proper tools, it's not like something fast or easy. If you let's say the most common drink here we have is a V60, yeah.
Yep.
If you are somewhere else, the barista, he's not really he have a time to make a V60. He's in rush. He want to do many things. Yeah. But in UAE we do have more baristas that they can make a V60.
Yes.
So you have to have a more crew.
Yeah.
Because most of the orders that you see in a coffee shop, most of the locals, they will order V60.
Yeah.
This is their favorite drink, yeah? So to be able to have a V60 in a rush hour, so it's require a whole crew,
Yeah, that's an interesting point. I've not waited a long time for a single coffee here at all.
Yeah. So you see where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons why the price of the coffee is very high, because you need to have someone to have a time to do it for you, So I think, so we was talking about the price, yeah?
Yeah.
So from price of view, it's just, I think, the diversity, Everyone has a different preference. For example, some people, they would like to have a coffee and let's say Burj Al Arab. It's one of the only 5-star hotel in Dubai. So the cafe, to have, so he can be able to pay his rent there in Burj Al Arab, he need to have his coffee price very high. So some people are willing to support that, I'm willing to support you. Just give me that look. I want to sit in a place where I can enjoy my coffee in a hotel. I want to enjoy a fancy coffee.
By the way, you guys are open well into the night as well. In Australia, coffee shops, I shut my shop at 3 p.m. Here everyone's going to 10 p.m., midnight sort of thing. I like this.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, I think the culture here is different because we do work from 9 to 5, I say. So after 9 to 5, for example, in Australia, people, they will go to the maybe lounge or to the club to talk to each other and stuff. But here we don't have that culture.
Yeah.
We have the lecture of a cafe.
Yeah.
After 5, after work, we go to hang around in a
and it just gets busier and busier. It's like 9 p.m. is like the rush hour here.
Yeah. 9 p.m. is one of the rush hour. Maybe you could have a small rush hour in the morning.
Yeah.
But most of the local, they will go hang around in around this time. Yeah.
We only have a few minutes left, but one of the things I want to ask you is, the World of Coffee will be back here next year.
Hopefully.
Sell it to everyone. Why should everyone come to? I think for my own circumstance, it's been wonderful to make connections. Relationships and partnerships that I will have for the rest of my life. I've had a lot of fun here too. Been out to Sharjah and been to some of those cafes.
Nice.
Been down to Jumeirah and walked along the beach there. Going to the desert tomorrow for the sunrise. So I'm really excited for that.
That's good. That's good.
But I mean, couple that with the experience here. Why should people come?
See, I think from my point of view, people should come to experience the whole Dubai.
Yeah.
Not only World of Coffee. So So I'm confident about like encouraging people to come because I know they will have a good experience. Like from the airport to the hotels we have here,
Everything.
to the restaurants, to the cafes, to the service we are offering. We offering very like
Well, it starts at the airport for me because when you get off the plane, they stamp your passport and they give you a SIM card. And I've had that SIM card the whole time I've been here. And like in Australia, it's not so easy to get out of the airport, and they definitely don't give you a SIM card. So like those little things. You kind of treat everyone like a client here in a way. I like that.
So yeah, we are trying to encourage the high service, the high service and the high welcoming thing, because this is like something in the culture.
Yeah.
So like in the past, if someone goes to someone's house, they have to stay 3 days before they ask what they need.
Yeah.
Imagine if we in Dubai, we like to welcome people. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I do want to see more of people from all around the world to come to experience Dubai, specifically World of Coffee.
Yeah.
And I think it will be a great experience for them.
Yeah, well, I hope you're able to get it renewed for next year.
Of course.
I'm sure you won't have any problems.
Of course.
We're just about out of time. What's one more thing that we haven't spoken about that you would like the listener to know about Majed, about the coffee, whatever?
I think what I want to talk about, like we didn't cover, like I want to know, like what you will be expecting for next year to Dubai, like what you want to see more. I'm interested to know what you think we can improve.
Oh, look, honestly, I mean, it's been quite good. If I were to change one thing, I reckon this media area, it should be in the center. It should be at the center of the whole show, and maybe soundproof so that you can broadcast, but also have people interact.
Nice.
Because like it's one thing for having these, and your crew's been very professional here as well. So thank you to them as well. But I think having this section more front and center, because we need people to be able to come and interact and enjoy and have a audience as well.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's a very small thing. This has been great, and this will reach a lot of people. But
But would you be able to focus with the loud and the music and the announcement?
But what if you got like a soundproof thing? Because these are available to like get for offices and things like that. People have like those soundproof rooms. I don't know if it's a big expense.
I think,
but it probably mean you could use less of the center as well. So I mean, that would be the only thing. And I hope the big thing is we need to. I think coffee podcasting is kind of in its infancy. You know, our podcast has grown so much in the last couple of months to the point that we're here. Yeah. And it's only going to get bigger and bigger. So as we move on, I think, making sure that we can engage with the people that attend these things, it's not just a comfort, it's important. We were talking to Hidenori Ozaki about engaging with consumers, and there's never been a more important time to do that in the coffee industry. But it's also just improving our image as an industry. So having that interaction, this podcast is great, but it will rely on people being able to participate in the future as well. So, let's...
Yeah, this is a good point. I agree with you, Kirk. And I think we need to think about it and see other ways of bringing people to see the podcast. Maybe try to do some session like Q&A sessions.
Yeah,
and stuff.
So people being able to ask you questions and not just me. I'm sure I've missed out on a bunch of them.
Yeah. This is something I think, yes, we should think about it for next year. And I might visit you an upcoming month. We can sit down.
To Mas or?
To Mas, yes.
Oh, man, please.
Yeah, we can maybe sit down and talk about more things that we can improve about the show, about the other stuff.
Of course. Well, we'll absolutely love to have you, and we'll make sure that happens. So,
of course.
Majed, thank you so much for your time.
For having me.
Thanks for all your hospitality and making this happen.
Of course.
All right.
Thank you.
That does it for the It's Just Coffee podcast episode. Thanks to our sponsor, Eco Barista. You can reach them at www.ecobarista.com.au. 15% off your first order as well. So we have a sponsor. Would you believe that? All right. Thanks, everyone. And as always, it's just coffee. Done.
Thank you. It's a lovely one, man.
Thank you so much.